All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Jason, TCP Super System. Got a pretty short one tonight for you. We're going to look at one that was requested from the community, and I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but ORAICHAIN, O-R-A-I chain. It's been around for about 5 years. I got some concerns with it, but I'll show you the chart. Chart looks actually decent, but got some concerns on the longevity of it, and we can talk about why. Obviously XRP, and then I'm going to show you something on Plume to start out the video here. So Plume, XRP, and ORAICHAIN real quickly tonight. Um, Again, TCP super system, signals, interpretations, trades are not financial advice. I do this for informational and educational purposes only. Please consult a licensed advisor before making any trades. You could lose all your money. So I'm going to show y'all a quick video or clip of a video I put out. I think it was almost 2 weeks ago now. I want to show that real quick, just a couple of seconds of that video talking about Plume. And I want you to see something here. Again, daily view on the left. I want you to notice that we're at 2 cents, 0.021. In that video you're about to see, the clip is at 0.029. And we were talking about these diamonds that you see right here and this downward trend and the fact that I thought it was looking pretty decent going forward. The difference in that video and this is where we are right now in the standard deviation methodology. You see where that white line is? It's above that red zone. So I want you to pay attention. We're going to look at that clip and then come back to this. So we'll go ahead and play that here. Here we go. This was again 2 weeks ago. So yeah, just take a listen here. To show you all tonight was Plume. This was one that's one of our community members brought to us, and I find this to be very exciting actually now. So check this out. We've actually penetrated down below the opportunity zone that we identified, and I want you to see what you're getting here. This right here on the daily, that is a cluster of 3 level 3 diamonds, my friends. 2 of the 3 hot sensors are red, 1 is orange. The only thing we're missing is this white line, which is approaching the green zone, which is an opportunity zone. We want it to get up through that red. You start seeing that, I'm not going to tell you to buy anything, but that's one I'm going to have to seriously take a peek at, because we're down here at roughly 3 cents. The upper leverage liquidation zones are around, and I don't know if y'all can see that on that screen, but it's 0.02, I believe it's 0.28 or 0.29 maybe. So let's keep listening. 15 to 16 cents. That's a 5x, my friends. Those are hard to come by. So I wanted to revisit that one. Thanks to whoever brought that to our attention a couple days back. Don't recall the name at this point, but thank you again. That is Plume. Again, we're not telling you to buy it. We're just identifying the opportunity zone. But what we will do real quick, since we did do that, I'm going to scale this back to 3 months. We're going to take a look at Plume real quick and just take a peek and see how much further we could actually go here. Man, look at this. Crazy.
This is crazy.
So we get 0. I mean,
wait, hold on, guys. Look at where the cursor is. You literally hold on.
Literally
look.
$0.
0.021. 0.021. That's the bottom of that leverage zone. Look closely.
$74. I mean, come on, guys. Ugh,
that's hilarious. That's crazy.
0.0213.
0.0213. 0.0217 is where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, on December 8th. Literally, you can see it on the screen, bottom of the zone we identified. This stuff doesn't lie. The videos speak for themselves. Show me anyone else that is doing that for you, and I don't know that you're going to find it. The community's growing. I think we broke 590 subscribers tonight. So again, if you get value out of solid technical analysis in cryptos and stocks, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. This is a unique channel. I built the system. You're not going to find this anywhere else. This is not MACD, RSI, basic TA. This is complex, something I built over 2 years. So I just wanted to put that out there. Again, not financial advice, but I want you to look at this. You saw that video, and now what do you see? The white line has broken above the red zone, approaching the upper extremes. We're very, very, very close. 3 things I like here. Besides this white line, we need the orange line to be up in the green zone. So we're almost there. Another couple days maybe. But look, we're still in the red zone down here on the 2 hot sensors. But I want you to notice something. When we were hitting those level 3s here, that same cluster of level 3s that's still there, and then we've kind of progressed down a little bit. Now we got level 2s and 1s. Hang on one second. Let me get this off the screen. There we go. You'll notice though, back in that video, we were here where that orange zone was. That orange zone on the short-term hot sensor has transitioned yellow, blue, gray. And remember, white, gray, blue, yellow, orange, red. That's the 6 levels. So that is improving significantly and approaching the midline. That is very positive. At the same time, again, the weekly view, not much history here, but red zone with level 3s, improving on the standard deviations. So that all looks good. We've absolutely crushed the bottom zone. We pointed to it 2 weeks ago. There it is 2 weeks later. The diamonds are starting to, I guess, when I say deteriorate, that's not a bad thing. We're going from level 3s, which historically is what we feel is the most opportunistic for me. But now we're down to getting level 1, so that is kind of showing some stabilizing action there in terms of price action. So I think this may be it, folks. I'm not really sure how I can go much lower here. There's nothing else they can wipe out. And again, just for historical purposes, I've shown you this before. Previous pump, and look at this too. This is not that. I guess this is relatively recent to TradingView. This is back April 23rd, 2025. That's the first daily candle, and you can see we had this pump. We had these level 2s here, so nothing too crazy, but we did have a little pump. And we had another pump where we hit level 3s. That marked the top. We nailed it. 1 level 3 diamond there. And then down it goes. This is the first batch of level 3 diamonds on the green that we've had, period, since this thing hit TradingView. With stabilizing, well, I guess let me say it this way, with stable price action, right at the cloud, with no further leveraged zones identified to the downside. It's a beautiful chart, ladies and gentlemen, and this is how money can be made. Again, I won't sit here and tell you to buy it, but I'm sitting here and telling you, if I had extra capital, I myself would be a buyer right here. But you got to make your own decisions and do what you want to do. I don't know your investment objectives or risk tolerance, but that is a pretty chart. So I wanted to revisit that and show you all that because, I don't hide anything on this channel. I'll go back and I'll show you the evidence. I just did. And like I said, I don't know how much more perfect that can be. So I wanted to show you that first. Then I want to show you this one. And this one was a request from one of our members as well. This ORAICHAin, or ORAI. It's basically an AI oracle. It's been around since 2020. And I'm going to go over the chart and then tell you why I have a little bit of concern. Again, you can see this thing's been absolutely crushed. Going back to whenever this thing came out. I mean, this was back on TradingView on 2024. The only thing that's remotely sexy here is the fact that, one, it is an AI play, right? We got 2 of the hot sensors are now red. We've got some level 2 diamonds. We're down in the lower extremes, which is typically where we want the white line to be up here, but coming off of the lower extremes, we're not there yet, right? So that could still see some downward pressure where we could probably see some more level 3s. You got red on the weekly hot sensor, level 3 diamonds, but you've had a lot of level 3s. And I'm going to show you why I don't know that I would still be a fan here, even with the opportunity zones popping up here, and I'll show you why. This is Coin Market Cap, doing a little research here. So you can see here it's AI-powered Oracle ecosystem for blockchains established in 2020. Okay, so that's 5 years old, okay? And the fact the market cap, fully diluted market cap, is only $15 million, and there's only 27,000 holders, that screams lack of adoption right there. And when you think about other major AI related players in the space, you got HBAR or Hedera with major partnerships. You got Near Protocol, which is to me is an AI play, and probably even some others. And so those two right there, I don't know. I'd have a hard time going after something here, knowing that there's bigger behemoths in the space. And again, just I know this says AI powered Oracle, but when you're talking about Oracle anything, you're competing with Chainlink and Pith network. So I mean, I'd have a hard time here. Now, if you told me, this could be a potential high flyer, and you want to, hey Jason, why don't you risk, $500 and just see if you get lucky and hit some major return? Sure. But this would be what I would call an extremely risky play, almost essentially a meme coin type play where I wouldn't risk a whole lot personally. But that's just the way I would interpret this one. I'm not sure who the founders are. I saw the names down here. Um, yeah, who are the founders? Here they are. These people right here talking about the visionaries behind the ORAICHAin. I don't know who those people are. Obviously, you could go do your own research and make your own decision, but it's always important to know who's behind these chains. Make sure they haven't been associated with any kind of negative headlines or any kind of scam type activities. And they probably haven't. They're probably very smart people. But again, I just know through years and years of research, I see the big players and the partnerships that are being formed in the AI space, and I've personally never heard of this chain, but one of our subscribers did bring it to my attention. But if you wanted to do it as a high flyer potential candidate, sure, why not? But again, I can't tell anyone to buy anything. But just wanted to go over that real fast. Again, the chart doesn't look bad given what we're seeing in the system with the red hot sensors, the diamonds, and we're in these lower extremes, which is typically where you want to begin thinking about those types of activities and what your options might be. So just food for thought there. Hope that was helpful. Probably wasn't, but just not right for me personally. So that is ORAICHAin. And then, of course, we always will cover XRP, pretty much the same as yesterday. We covered this in our crypto rapid fire session, so go back and take a peek at that if you haven't. We went through every single crypto on this list, talking about what these signals were revealing to us at this point in time. But again, it seems to be hanging in there. Again, we've got multiple opportunity areas identified here. We're in the first of 3. So we'll see if we can maintain here. You are starting to see some improvement here in this standard deviation methodology. That white line continues to rise. It's now penetrating or close to penetrating the top of that green zone. Orange and blue, though, it's not there yet. Orange has to get into the green or above the green zone. So we're not there yet. So this thing could pop lower any moment, or we could continue to see this trend higher. Everyone knows how I feel about XRP. We're a long-term holder. We'll continue to be holders and not sellers, regardless of the price action. Now, if it pops down, sure, we might buy some more. But again, it's just kind of in no man's land still. Near this cloud on the daily is not really much of anything, though. It's pretty tight price action here. Just waiting on a little bit more improvement in that standard deviation and either a crossover on the short-term hot sensor right here. We are white, but we're still below the midline, so we're still on the downside. So, and you can see this yellow label right there. That's what we would refer to as a confirmed downtrend. But again, you can see those yellow labels can fire quickly and change quickly. So, not really. I won't say I don't pay attention to that, but that's the least favorite indicator. It's just kind of a front end indicator I take a peek at. But The top is what we're looking at. The hot sensors is what we're looking at, and we're looking for diamonds in these zones. So XRP for me, just to continue to hold, and hopefully we'll get to see some price action develop here, with maybe a supply shortage coming with all the ETFs and the whole Japan situation and the need for liquidity around the globe. Should help drive this, but we'll see. So I think that's going to be it for this video, folks. That's XRP, PLUME, and ORAICHAIN, which is an AI Oracle play. Hope you enjoyed that. Anything that you want us to cover, please tell us in the comments, as well as tell us how you feel about these videos. Continue to share, like, subscribe, hit the hearts, whatever you can do to help us grow. It's pretty awesome to see the growth. And we certainly appreciate our subscribers, and we will see you later on. Again, whatever tokens you want to see, put them in the comments. We'll try to cover them. No guarantees, but we'll try. Till next time, be good.